Welcome back to Pillow Talk. This is Season 3, Episode 3, and we're in a very special place. This is called the cabin. Welcome to the cabin. We're going to hop in the bed right now. Fan's already there, nice and cozy.
Hey guys.
And Fan does look a little bit sad because...
A little lonesome. I'll take this. This will be my second pillow. Now, as you all know, this is a show hosted by 3 people. One of those people is me. One of those people is Tam. And one of those people is Pip. Pip isn't here. Pip couldn't come to the cabin because he had some prior engagements. And the thing about that is as follows. Okay, we get it. Pip is the cutest. He's the most handsome. He has the most charm. He's the most engaging. And it just so happens that on a lot of television shows, you know, certain stars work out. Like on the Friends show, you have Joey. What's Joey doing? Maybe he's in some show. But he's certainly not a Rachel. And Ross, he's in the O.J. Simpson show now. So
there's opportunities.
There's opportunities there. I would say Pip's at the level of a Rachel, and Tam and I are more in a Chandler level, and that's fine. We get it. So congratulations to you, Pip, on your prior engagements. It's great for you. We do miss you, and I will say that if you're watching this, know that I love you, and that I hope that you return to the program at some point.
We both love you very much, and we miss your fur in between us, and I especially miss the licking. Yeah. I've always been a little bit sensitive about that. Sometimes you lick a lot, but at this juncture in time, I wish I had a lick. Hope you're doing well, Pip.
Now moving on to the next subject.
Well, naturally we should talk about what this episode is going to be about.
Yes.
And it's going to continue the same theme that's been in every episode of Season 3, and that is the theme of bodies.
Bodies. You can tell we have an arc this season. A little different.
Yeah. In the first episode, we talked about human bodies. Naked, in spas, walking around. In the second episode, we talked about covered bodies, i.e. fashion, clothing. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the opposite of fashion. Nature.
Nature bodies.
Nature bodies. Bodies in nature. What happens to bodies when they go out in nature, and what sorts of things you think about when you're a body in nature and you're looking at other bodies in nature. Yeah. So maybe the first thing we can talk about is our hike today.
We went on a very beautiful hike through the snow. We didn't even care about it. We were just like, what's a little snow?
Yeah. I feel like my body is almost made for that kind of environment. With the rubber boots, of course. If I didn't have those boots, that'd be a different story. But with the boots, I was romping through the snow, kicking it up, sliding down places. It was a lot of fun.
You should have seen him.
You should have seen me. And there's a photo that I'd like to show.
You should show the photo.
I should show the photo.
You should show the photo.
It was a particularly steep. Would you describe the?
Yes, we went on this amazing expedition. There was a hill to climb. I was a little concerned about it. I took a safer route. Tam, the daring one, as you all know, took a more daring route. Do the math. And we took a photo to really capture how daring the dare was.
And this one's on my phone. I'm going to hop up and grab it.
Ooh, okay. I'm here at the cabin with my cabin pillow. This is a good shot. We can pause this.
Oh, got it. Pulled up already.
Ooh. Let's see that.
And I hope that everyone can see the pillow that Vanna's on right now. Did you show them the pillow?
Yeah, I showed them.
You did?
Yeah. The cabin pillow?
Could they see the font?
They saw the font.
Could they read it?
Yeah.
I clicked. Okay.
They got it.
Okay, so let me turn up the brightness here. It's gotta be bright. So as Van said, it was a very steep hill, and not just that, but there was ice and snow all over it. And
Very dangerous.
If I slipped and fell, I would have slid quite a distance.
Very dangerous.
And this is the shot. I threw my phone over to Van and I said, "You gotta get this. You gotta get this." So that's a functional lunge right there. And I have my hands are gripping the snow in front, and there's maybe a 70-30 weight distribution on the front, hands and the feet. And that's safest for ascending steeper inclines.
Luckily, as you can tell, because he's here on the program with me, he made it alive. I would be so devastated to lose both my partners. Thank God.
One thing that I noticed on this hike was that there were a lot of different bodies there. We saw a certain area teeming with
Ladybug bodies.
Thousands of ladybug bodies. Another hint of a body was the footprints, the paw prints of a bobcat.
A cat body.
Yeah. But there's also different bodies. There are plant bodies out there, and one particularly noteworthy body is the giant sequoia's body, tree body.
I don't think that's a body. I don't think plants have bodies. They're not bodies. They're just hanging out. There's a difference between being a body and you have a lot of things moving around. Like, friend of the show, Elise, was a student of mine, and I told her all about the different functions of the body. The heart, the liver, these things are moving around. And trees are just... they're just hanging out. They don't have bodies.
Okay. A tree body is a body. It has limbs. Now, limbs are on all bodies, and in addition to the limb, there's also the vascular system. They have a network of cells. They're moving around liquids and nutrients, and they're living. I would consider it a body, absolutely.
But by that definition, do you think mushrooms have bodies?
Yes, mushrooms also have bodies.
I just don't see the logic that trees have bodies. I think they're just hanging out. Whereas being a body,
You just said hanging out, and what does every
they're just
body
hanging
do?
out.
They're hanging out.
No, but bodies are working. They're moving around. They're going downtown. They're going to the store. Trees are just like...
What about a sloth? A sloth
He's
has a
moving
body.
from branch to branch. He's branching around. He's being a brancher. Branch Ricky.
What about turtles? Now, turtles, they don't move very much.
They are on the move. Tortoise and the hare. You know this from grade school, okay? The tortoise always wins the race. How could you do that without a body? You don't see a tree winning a race.
It depends what kind of race you're talking about. It could be a horizontal race, or it could be a vertical race. And there are a few things
Okay,
that
now that's a
giant
good point.
sequoia
Now
and a
that's a
vertical
good
race.
point. Now that's a good point. But
They're going up. That's where
I
they're going.
still think you're wrong and you're ill-informed.
Well, we don't need to dwell on whether
We don't need to dwell.
tree body is a
move
body
on.
or not. But we can.
But we do want to hear from you. Do trees have bodies?
Yes. Let's hear it from the viewers.
Let's hear it from the viewers. We disagree. I don't think they do. Tam thinks they do. We need an up or down vote.
Who do you agree with?
Who do you agree with?
Thumbs up if it's a tree. Thumbs down
If it's
no.
Van. Thumbs up
Yeah.
if it's...
If it's a tree. If a tree is a body.
If a tree has a body.
If a tree has a
Thumbs
body.
down if there's no body.
No bodies.
No bodies
something
on the
else.
tree. Yeah.
Okay. And this is a thing that comes up on shows when you have very dynamic hosts that have opinions.
From time to time we
and
disagree.
Intelligent people.
From time to time we
will disagree at times.
Yeah.
But one thing that is obvious is that whether they're bodies or not, some of them look better than others.
Some of them do. And because we've been at the cabin here, we have been taking good care of our bodies.
And
okay?
ours look pretty darn
And ours
good.
look pretty darn good, as
Yeah.
you can see from your YouTube. But it's not easy. We had to go on a hike today, and when we got back from the hike, we had to lounge in the sun a little bit, and we ate some smash, we call it. It's a lunch that Tam makes called smash. And we took some pictures to show you guys what it was like to be hanging out with us and working out and making sure our bodies were very nice.
To make a body look nice, you have to do a lot of work.
A lot of work.
You got to put a lot of time into it.
Yep.
And before you put in all that time and effort, you need to relax. You need to
relax.
mentally just let go a bit and think about nothing. Because you're going to need all of your energy focused on the working out aspect.
Yes.
So unwinding is just as important as winding. Here is a picture that I love so much of Van. And it's of him unwinding after a nice hike. And it just perfectly shows where you should be and what you should be thinking about and what you should be doing before a routine, before a strenuous routine.
Very relaxed.
See the arm hanging down? That's a very relaxed posture. Very relaxed.
Slippers on.
Slippers are warm. His t-shirt is off so he can soak up the sun. He's getting some vitamin D. It's a very passive activity. Very passive. Is there one of me too? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now this is me. A little. I don't have my glasses on. After the hike, I got a little bit hungry, and you have to eat when you're hungry.
Yep.
So I had a nice plate of macadamia nuts, chocolate, and some coffee, and I'm just relaxing. I'm relaxing. I'm not thinking about the intense workout that I'll be doing later on.
What's that in your mouth?
That's. I think that's a macadamia.
That's a
nut.
macadamia nut.
Yeah. And then we took naps. That's the real way to relax.
Got to take a nap. We took a nap. Hop into bed.
Into
just
this
like
bed.
Into this bed.
This bed.
Just the two of us.
Van fell asleep right away. I read for a little bit and then I fell asleep.
Yep.
And then I woke up and Van was starting to do some exercises and
Working.
bring. I got a phone call.
Right.
Van handed me the phone. I was so happy. Here's a picture of me taking the phone call, and this phone call it's significant, and you're gonna hear why in just a moment. So there's me taking the phone call. Very comfortable, and I'm very happy. Look at that. Got a chunk of cheese. I'm snacking. I like to have cheese right after a nap. I'm talking on the phone, and I'm talking to a very special lady, a new lady friend of mine. And
New lady friend.
a new lady friend. I'm very excited about her. Helena, I loved talking on the phone with you today. Usually, I don't like talking on the phone, and it drags on for hours, it feels like, when it's only been a 5-minute call. But with you, it's different. We spoke for, I thought it was 20 minutes, and then Van told me it was an hour and 20 minutes. We spoke for a long time, and I loved every moment of it. And if you're watching right now, I'm wondering if you'd like to go steady. Just think about it and leave a comment down below.
Yeah. Thumbs up would mean
thumbs up.
yes, you do want to go steady. Thumbs down, no.
Yeah.
And we'll know that you're not voting on the tree bodies. Don't vote on the tree bodies, actually, Helena, because you only need to vote for this one.
Yeah, just vote for this one.
Just vote for this one. Don't vote. Be neutral on the tree bodies, if you don't mind.
So I was very happy about that, and I could be even happier depending on the comment that we receive later on.
We'll see.
Okay, it got dark outside, and you can see we got a beautiful sunset, very orange, great light Beautiful, beautiful. Looking out over the tops of the trees, thinking about where that light's coming from, where it's going to, and then feeling cold and saying, we got to get back inside. Van started a great fire to warm us up.
Yeah, and
Van, what does fire mean to you and making a
I
fire?
love making a fire. I love being at the cabin and making a fire. And one of the things about making a fire is once it's made, okay, you're super satisfied. You're like, I made a fire. But you have to make sure that you keep going and keep adding logs to the fire. Otherwise, you're screwed. So here's a little video of what that's like. Fire's going now. Put another log on.
And that's a pretty frequent thing that you say, put another log on.
Got to put another log on.
Yeah.
Now we wanted to make sure we stayed in shape during this expedition, so we multitasked here. Go for it. Just lifting some weights by the fire. Cycles.
And those cycles are important for a functional purpose, which is being able to pick up those logs.
Exactly.
And putting them back, yeah.
And here is after the fire's made, sitting by the fire, drinking some sake. Oh, okay. No, okay. And being at the cabin, it's a magical place, and we wanted to commemorate this time with some songs. So we've been trying to work on some songs here together, but it's been an uphill battle, to say the least. Here's something we've been working on. I'm at the cabin with Tam in Cabin Town. Cabin Town. So as you could tell, it is quite challenging to work on songs, but we kept trying, and I think we got somewhere. Tam picked up the guitar and took over.
Yeah, and you would think there's so much spare time. You don't have a schedule. You can just sit back and make melodies all day long.
No.
But it's a little bit trickier than that. It's a little bit trickier. Let's see here. Is it right side up, right side? There we go.
Oh, gotta push it again.
At the cabin, we're here at the cabin. Cabin. Sometimes we're coming to the cabin.
So we'll let you know how that song comes.
And I think what we'll do is I have some more ideas about that one, and we'll attack it in the morning.
Yeah.
And I think the final song we should share as a YouTube link. You guys can look down in the extra information below this episode. You'll see a link to the song.
Yes, we will record the song for you.
And as a music video, we won't have time to do a whole narrative with story. We're just going to do a slideshow of the pictures that we've taken while we've been on this trip.
Exactly.
So we paused with the music, and we got to the food, and this is all leading up to the exercise, keeping our bodies in firm, strong shape. You also need to feed a body, keep it full of nutrients so that you can build that muscle. Okay? So this is getting ready for the sweet potatoes.
Checking the sweet potatoes. It's getting real hot though.
And it was getting pretty hot here, so I did have to take off my shirt. And it's good that I took it off because I picked up the weights soon after, and I started doing some of the new routines that Van taught me. And I'm really, really, really proud of these because, well, it's just a new exercise that I haven't done before, and I feel extra strong doing them, and I plan on doing them every day. And some of them I've done before, but I'm trying to add weights to them, so I'm switching them up a little bit. But they're going to make me super strong. So I'll be extra strong after this trip, and I'm going to get some weights as soon as I get home. Order them off Amazon. And I'll be doing weights. I'm going to be a weight guy
Yeah.
from now on.
So as you can tell, we've been active and we've been staying busy while still thinking about bodies. We'll be thinking about bodies all year. We have very special episodes planned for you coming up, hopefully with our friends Joe and Emily, who know some things about bodies, but we won't give that away quite yet, if you know what I mean.
We are going to do something new at the end of this episode, which is
No, we made up a game.
we made up a game
about rhyming.
about rhyming.
And
yeah.
we'll give an example round, just so you guys know how to play, and you can play at home if you want. I'm very sad to leave the cabin tomorrow. It was such a good day.
Well, today we spent time on hiking and developing our bodies, and writing songs, and cooking food, and being friends. But there's still a lot more to say.
It's as if all of life's ingredients are put together and taken apart and lined up side by side, only to be put together again with two hands, as if you were molding some clay.
And the shapes that we take as friends and as bodies and as nature goers, they change and they morph and they and the game keeps going, and you say the same word. You say a word that
I think you may have lost. I think he was trying to change the subject, but I think I won the game. So that's how the game is won. But it's okay, because
and there's more rounds, which is the important part. And some words are harder to rhyme with others.
It's okay. It's okay, Tim.
Thanks, man.
And we love you all very much, and we'll talk to you soon. And as always,
As always,
sleep well.
sleep well.